Hello, today is March 7th. It is my mother-in-law's birthday. Isn't it funny that she's born a day before my mom, which is her birthday is tomorrow, March 8th. I haven't filmed because my stomach, I can't even hold the phone. Oh God, help me today. I'm going to put my hair up too. I don't know why I didn't do that first. We're in the middle of a whiteout and I wanted to share that. And I want my cats to come eat some snow, Mama. You want to taste the snow? Come. Oh, look, he used to be an outside cat and a man looking just like Jesus. Hooked up via Facebook with my daughter, and my baby wanted to get me, my 20-year-old baby, get me a kitten for my birthday because obviously I'm a cat freak. You have no idea. And come on, baby, jump up, baby. Mama, jump. 1, 2, 3, jump. Go. He knows 1, 2, 3, jump. And then he goes, and makes that noise, and he goes, it's so funny. Anyway, I was gonna, I don't know what's going on the past hour. I was talking to God, and my angels, and my mom, and everybody, and I'm working on healing this inflammation in my body. So what I heard in my head yesterday was, you haven't done everything, you still smoke. That's the answer that came. So I asked for assistance to be able to just wake up one day and not want them. So you know what I did today? And it actually worked. I was at therapy yesterday, my psych therapist, and it took all the candy out of her office. Obviously, I have a problem. I love cats, candy. And I put them all in my purse, and then today I found the lollipops. Did my makeup, did my hair, cleaned, did laundry, lollipop in my mouth all day. Didn't smoke till now. I'm talking, I can't believe it's after 8. Like since 4 o'clock, when I would have like 2 cigarettes, 3 cigarettes in an hour. Well over 4 hours. So, somebody's showing me something there and trying to help me quit. And a lollipop is better than vaping, so I'm going to do that. And I'm about to meditate. So my anonymous friend, I'm assuming you're a guy, but I shouldn't assume that. You could be a girl, you could be both, you could be trans, I don't care. You just seem like a very, very pleasant, I would like to know your name. If you could, at least when I say hi to you on video, tell me your name. You make me feel wonderful, telling me that I'm beautiful, and ow, you broke your tooth in the pool, holy crap. I have a chunk of skin missing. I was a swimmer for many, many, many years. My mom used to call me the fish. It's another reason I think my mom is here, because I get orbs shaped like the Christianity symbol, the fish for Jesus. And my mom used to say, fish, get out of the water, you're getting too red, you're gonna burn. And my mother was a Pisces. And, hi, angel face, where you going? You don't like it? He don't like the snow. He was an outside cat. I tell you, that's why he sleeps 18 hours a day, because I love him. I love him probably more than I've loved any man. Oh, God, forgive me for that one. I love him like I love my daughter and my Jesus and my friends, my closest friends and my family. And I love what are you looking at, baby? He's looking around. I don't know how to turn this around to do 2 things at once. So I'm going to do Namyo. I want to thank my friend for the advice about the meditation, the visualization, because that has worked before. I had these since I was like 16, and I wasn't having sex, so I don't know how it happened, but I had cancerous cells in my cervix and my uterus, and I wound up having foot surgery because I had a cluster of, what do they call those nasty planter's warts in my feet, and I was a hairdresser in the 80s, and I stand on my feet 8 to 16 hours a day, and I was a dancer, and I would do shows and classes, and I won a contest with my dance partner Stan, and we were going to do a show at the Long Island Coliseum for the Rangers, or the Long Islanders. We were going to open up for them, and like the day before, I couldn't stand. Every time I took my foot off the ground, especially as a hairdresser, the pain was unbearable, so they had to do foot surgery, and I couldn't do the show. I'll never forget that. Everything for a reason is what I say, and then whatever it was that gave me that in my feet, requiring the surgery, planter's warts, they say, is HPV virus. This is how much I don't smoke. I've been holding this for so long, it's not even lit. I love Natalie March, and I used to dance to this. Anyway, then they found these cancerous cells or whatever, and they said you have to have biopsy and surgery. And now that I was young, I was way too young for that, and not sexual, so I don't know why or how. So my friend Kathy, who passed away, who is here now, who was my second, third mom, my mentor, she's the one that called me after 8 months of depression at 3 in the morning, put the ho-ho down, I know what you're doing, yada, yada, yada. She said, visualize. Picture like you're playing an Atari video game. And when every time you're trying to shoot the alien or whatever the video game is, pretend it's a cancer cell. And do it. And do you know, like within a year, everything was gone? Nothing came up in the test? Nothing. I did it. I cleared it. I mean, like for eons, for years and years and years, and I didn't have a problem again. Well, I guess I didn't care about it because I didn't know it was that serious. So I let it go. I figured once I cleared it, it would never come back. But that effing C word that I know there's a cure for, but there's too much money to be made on pharmaceuticals, so let the people die, right? As long as they buy the pills. I know food can heal. I've done it. I'm doing it. This is my daughter's doing today with the cookies, because I'm going to show you it's a whiteout. And I got up I went to bed at 8 this morning, and I don't know, 12 hours later, I pull apart ribs. I don't eat meat, but they're from my neighbor and my daughter. And Leanne, hopefully she can make it here tomorrow. This is what's happening outside. And I was fine all day. I can't even, these windows, sweet Jesus, this building's over 100 years old. People died here. That could be what's happening in my loft as well. Look at that. Can you all see that? Oh, please, God, don't let me drop the phone. Is that gorgeous? Is that beautiful? That is so beautiful. But there's a lot of crap on the wires. And my daughter is very concerned about that because when we lived in Illinois, we used to get these ice storms. Thunder, snow, and ice storms, and then all the ice, you couldn't walk. You couldn't step out. Oh, I've never seen or felt anything like that in my life. Illinois, that bad weather is frightening. And in a second, it's, you're Dorothy over the rainbow, and then you turn around, put your cigarette out, and there's a twister in front of you. That's some scary shit. We were in the middle of a twister. Look up on YouTube the twister of Richton Park, 2007, Richton Park, Illinois. We were in the Park Towers. There were 3 high-rise buildings. Both got hit. The one in the middle, us, didn't get hit. And the apartment that we were moving into before we decided to go with the towers got demolished, wiped out. Illinois has the most beautiful lightning and the most beautiful, God, you could see forever. I miss Illinois. It's beautiful. And it's wide open if you stay out of Chicago. So what is my point? My ex was an EMT working in the city of Chicago, and he was working in a part, Chirac, or what do they call it? Chirac, I guess. Where if you got a patient that's like 500 pounds, the stairways are like this big, and my ex was like built like the Hulk. And they had to carry these people up and down the stairs. Well, we had something times worse than this, 100, and it was wet ice coming down. And the landlord was a dick, hated my husband, took crazy glue, and locked us out of our apartment, put the glue in the locks. And you couldn't walk. It took my husband well over 3 hours to get home for a 30-minute ride from Chicago to Manteno. And I don't know how he did it. By the grace of God, I don't know how. Because my daughter couldn't take a step without falling down. Hand to God, it's true. You can probably look that up on YouTube as well. My ex pulled up the Jeep to the apartment, scaled the wall like Spider-Man. Ice, like you can't, wet, slippery ice. Physically impossible. He was like fucking Spider-Man. And thank God that he never did anything that he was supposed to do, because the locks were never fixed on the sliding glass doors, and that's how we got in. Because we called the landlord 100 times, and he wouldn't answer. But when the neighbor called, he picked up on the first ring. So what does that tell you? Point being, I don't see ice on the lines. I just see snow. If that was heavy, wet ice, like it was in Illinois, oh my God, it was like 20 below. We had no heat, we had no power, right, Pippi? And me, you, and Daddy were under that like $300 rose blanket that was really hot. All of us to stay warm. And that freaking blanket that I was so pissed that he bought, and it was beautiful and expensive, but I didn't want him to spend the money. That's what kept us warm. Blessings in disguise, right? So this is what's happening here in the Berkshires of Massachusetts. Not supposed to stop. 2:30 this afternoon, it was like rain. I thought all the predictions were wrong. Well, guess who was wrong? Me. These windows suck. Oh my God. Holy crap. This is ridiculous. I just had these greased and fixed for management. Can you believe this shit? Hold on. Oh my God, for God's sakes. And you wonder why my hands hurt. So all of a sudden my hands started blowing up. I was cleaning the bathroom, I did my makeup, I cut my own hair, made the ribs, did the laundry, want to tear apart my bedroom and the bathroom, but I know I'm going to get hurt. Plus, I don't have depth perception, so my daughter keeps putting glasses in the sink. I keep telling her not to. Even when I need to put a light here, if there's a glass here, I can't see it. So then I whack the glass, my hands blow up, and then the glass breaks, and God forbid my luck, I'll slice a vein, and then they'll treat me like a suicide. God forbid. I just know that the things that happen to me, you can't make up. It's unbelievable, the kind of stupid shit. I was having a stroke. Didn't know it, going down the stairs in this building, and I'm right-handed. I do everything with the right hand. So, well, your right side gets paralyzed when you're mini-stroking or whatever. And for some reason, I was able to catch myself. I was at the top of the stairs with my left hand. I'm telling you, God, angels, guides, somebody's always with me. And I didn't fall down. I did not fall down. And my arthritis was not this severe, thank God, because I don't think I would have been able to help myself when I was having an episode if I was like this. I already had the degenerative diagnosis. The doctor said 3 years. It's Dr. Tang, who I love, who's not practicing right now. Another story. People are evil in this town. Well, people are evil everywhere, across the universe. You know, this is why I choose love and light. They did something bad to him, and I was sick over it for 2 months. That's how I lost my first 20 pounds. They lied. They lied about him. They lied about his billing practice. They lied. And they got away with it, these people. Greed. They ruined someone's life who got a medical degree in China and then went to Cornell and got a degree there, and he's a liver specialist. His wife cured my girlfriend's Hep C. That's how fantastic these people are. She just kept saying, insurance will pay, insurance will pay, insurance will pay. I knew her son. Her son used to hang out here. He was a tech geek and a military, wonderful, wonderful guy. Died in his sleep. He was like 28 years old. And his dad had died as well, and nobody would talk to the mom. And I heard really bad things about her. The kid had a government job, and he wound up, with things the way they are. He was a computer whiz. He lost his government job. And he had PTSD from the military, and he had back problems. I don't know if he got shot, but he had problems. And Dr. Tang made sure that he wasn't on narcotics, because he wasn't a man to give you narcotics. He would give you 4 at a time, unless you walked in looking like I did when I was stroking. And you are not chewing mama's wire. No, baby. No, mama. We keep talking about this. You're not listening to mama. You have 8 million toys. Why you got to eat this? Because I'm not running anywhere to replace it. I love it. Then my phone will be dead. Come do Namyo with mama. Anyway, the wife kept saying, who does acupuncture and all that, and Dr. Tang has a degree from Cornell. He's a liver specialist. He got a degree from China. They both know herbal medicine. I mean, they are. And when I had my court case for liability, and the lawyer read me the notes that he wrote down, because part of the lawsuit against him was that record keeping and medical notes that were taken were inappropriate or not, right, yada, yada, yada. Lie. Because when the lawyer read to me the notes, he didn't just write my physical ailments. He wrote intuitively how I was, where I was dealing with life emotionally. I'm a single mother, cheating husband, a lot of miscarriages, a lot of crazy shit has happened to me. And this man that speaks that you can hardly understand the Chinese, he's hello, oh yeah, oh, is that right? He says the same thing. You don't think he's listening, or you don't think he's getting you. Let me tell you, he didn't miss a beat when I read those medical records. This bitch lied and said that Dr. Tang killed her son because he was fixing their computers, and in return, Dr. Tang was giving him pain patches. Dr. Tang wouldn't even give you a freaking Norco. And I was with Justin like 3 days before he died, and he told me, next time you go to Dr. Tang, get the injections. They saved my life. If I had known that, I never would have had surgeries. So I know he wasn't doing anything. He used to just pop in. I'm downstairs. Can I come up? Come in. Didn't matter if the house was a mess, the bedroom was a mess. Didn't matter if you had like plaid pants and a booger on your face. He'd be in there. What do you need fixed? What can I do for you? Bam, he's dead. And all of a sudden, Dr. Tang isn't practicing anymore. And she said that he killed him. Okay, her karma's going to be really super freaking ugly. Anyway, that's the man that told me that this was going to happen. And it was either going to level off in 3 years or continue, and we did not have the autoimmune diagnosis yet. Point being, I've cured the glaucoma. I reversed that. I've cured the post-polymorphic dystrophy in my eyes. Literally, the doctor can't find it. Only if I don't use eye drops. She can see a little bit. Artery disease reversed, and now this is it. So my friend that I do not know your name, I'm sitting at my Gahanzin, I'm going to do my Jesus prayers and my Gahanzin prayers, and I am going to literally get in a headspace where I am visualizing the atoms, and that what you said to me, I got to find a way to visualize no swelling. And it was real easy with the cancer cells to pretend I was in a video game and shoot them out. I don't quite know how to do this yet. You see how it's getting fat? Let me show you how ugly this is. God help me, Jesus in heaven. Let's see if I could, look at that one. On video, it's got to look at that. And me, ever since I had colonoscopies while I was awake and this surgery while I was awake, I could never, the only blood and puke and poop I could handle was my kid. Now I want to see the surgeries. I don't want to take meds. I want to be awake. I slept enough. I don't want to take narcotics. I'm 51. I got a long life to live. And I'm not going to spend it on a stronger pill and a stronger pill and a stronger pill. I'm going to cure myself. And I'm going to have a better life at 60 than I ever had, ever. Actually, I'm starting to do that now. I feel pretty damn good. And thank you so much for saying that even though my teeth are broken, I'm beautiful. I remain invisible. I don't do makeup. I don't match. I walk down like this. Been with a narcissist for 17 years, not including the other 4 before him, at least. I don't know. Light people who are healers attract the darkest, most narcissistic, and you got to go through all that pain and life experience because you don't want to hurt them. You don't want to, and they get you manipulated and twisted. You're crazy. You're wrong. It took me a long time. Let me tell you, if my mother was alive, I don't think my ex would be alive, honestly. And I'm on the phone with his mother the other day. She said, I can't stand him. He's living with me. I can't. I said, Ma, 17 years. That's not the boy that left here for college. Told you. So glad that I'm not going to sit there and badmouth anybody. Because I told Mom, I screwed up, he screwed up, but I broke up with him several times. I said, all right, it's not working, let's separate. He wouldn't. He had a house cleaner, had somebody paying the rent, he had a babysitter, I had a job. Why would he leave me, right? Sex, which I refused, but he did anyway. I had to be told that wasn't okay either. I didn't know that. So, a lot of things I've learned, a lot of things I use meditation and prayer and visualization. And I was asking God for answers on how to heal this and to send me something, a video, a book, something in my diet that I'm missing because there's a lot of crap I don't like. I don't like fish. I eat the greens and drink it and all that. I get sick. I get stomach sick or I vomit or I'm in the bathroom. So I'm sensitive to the umpteenth power in and out. God bless you, Angel. He sneezes when the orbs come. So thank you, kind friend. I'm about to do my chanting, and I'm going to thank God, as I have all day, for my warm home, for the disability, because God knows I couldn't do what I do for a living. And hair cutter, typist, 75 words a minute, waitress, cashier, I can't. You had to see me trying to hold the scissors to cut this today. And now I want to go put my hair up, and I don't even know if I can hold the comb. So, whatever. I will deal with it. I will meditate, and I'm going to force myself to down 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, which burns like Rumpelmans, and I don't drink. So, and May 27th is my surgery. These will be replaced. And I'm so self-conscious. I don't go out. I don't go in public. I don't date. I haven't been on a date probably since 1993. 1993, and the last time I enjoyed the company of a male companion was 2005. And it was my husband. After his 4th affair, and after me leaving him in Vegas and going home with my baby after being in the hospital for a week, I almost died giving birth. I was a dancer. I was in wicked shape. Took my baby, looking like OJ, skipping over the ropes. Left him in Vegas. Went home to New York. Took my baby. That was the second or third time I left him. Just won't leave. So the only way, God forgive me, he wasn't coming home 3-4 days at a time. Draining the bank account, buying new phones, tuxedos. I don't know what the hell he was doing. And my little baby, my little 3-year-old, going, Daddy's never coming home again. Godfather Stan would come over. Daddy's not here. He's never coming home. My heart broke. The first time I ever fell in love, other than seeing Jesus in my astral travels, was my daughter. I saw God in her face, and not that I ever questioned or doubted God and Jesus and future dreams and all that, but she's the first love that is true and pure the way God wants us to love that I've ever had, besides my mother. So, and Jesus, that's the second time, honey. That's 2 times, angel face. 2 times, mama. He peed in the sink this morning. He scratched at the bathroom door. Mama, mama, mama. Jumped in the sink and peed. So, 3 litter boxes. Not enough? And I cleaned them. Okay, so I'm going to start my visualization right now. I'm going to pray. I'm going to visualize. Or I'm going to look up a book or a video. I need to know exactly how to visualize reducing the inflammation and what you had said about the atoms and stuff. Any more information? Any books? Any videos? I am open. I will do it. I will practice. Summers, and I'll tell you what else makes this really suck ass. Humidity. If it's like 90 degrees and 100% humidity, am I going to go to the gym and lift a weight? I'm not doing that. This summer, no. No, 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 no. I want to be out. I lost 50 pounds. I want to wear little clothes. And I want to walk into a gym and not drop a 40-pound weight and break all my toes. I already broke my ribs doing that and almost broke my face doing 35-pound in each hand presses. I was going for that last rep. And I knew the weight was going to drop. And I went, oh. And it came right down. I almost broke my whole face. So God is good. God is always with me. Always. God, angels, guides, mom, mothers that I've had, multiple. Even the woman downstairs adopts me and says I'm her daughter. And I call her Mama Rita. And Pippi's my daughter, Epiphany, is her granddaughter. I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed. I don't have a man love and the love of my life and that kind of, oh, you're still in your honeymoon period 17 years later and every day the sex gets better and better. I don't have that. But I'm not going to lie to you. I have astral things happen. And I really love having my body to me and not being mauled and groped. I couldn't cook dinner without being touched. There was porn on the phone, the computer, the TV. He was a narcissist. He was a liar. He was a manipulator. And you know me, I could save the world. I was going to change him. I was going to save him. Plus, he had me fooled. And he worked at hospitals and I wasn't allowed in there because he told everybody I was like from the nut hut and don't let me in. And you have no idea. So I've stayed invisible for a very, very, very long time. And I guess the 7-year itch and all, I don't want to be invisible anymore. I don't feel like I'm 50 going on 70. I don't feel what I thought 50 would be like when I was 10, 12, 15. Oh, 50, you're an old lady. I don't feel like that. But I have days that the pain in the hands, the pain in the back makes me look probably 20 years older than what I am. And I'm done with it. So thank you for your advice and your timing. You must be very, very sensitive as well. And you see orbs anyway. You got to be. And you must be in the middle of transcending as well. I'm sure that you are. I was thinking it. You sent me a message. I don't even know your name, but I want to say thank you. I don't know if there's any orbs in here that my ears are ringing not super loud. Just when I ask questions and I ask for guidance, one ear will go bing, and I know I'm being heard. Yankee, your whole house smells like Yankee Candle. Guy at the, I don't know what they call it, but antiques, gave that whole thing plus like 20 little dial things for fragrance to my daughter for $7. So anything from an antique store, don't you think I'm saging the shit out of it because I don't know what I'm bringing in my home. Everything here has been saged a million times over, and the deacon from the church is coming Monday to bless. I'm doing that for my mom and my sisters. I don't know if there's any activity. I'm using my right hand because left hand can't use my thumb. I don't know. I don't know. My joints. My chiropractor says all self-inflicted. Bodybuilding, dancing, swimming. You know, my whole life has been killing my joints, and I'm a little person. My hips are 34 or 36, and they usually get down to 32 or 33. I'm that little, but I got quads like a man and parts. I was built like my ex, like, you know, big X figure, and I've always had problems with that, especially when I was squatting and benching 180. It was in the best shape of my life, other than when I got ripped right before I got pregnant. But I felt like a man, and I felt ugly and hideous. And then I worked strip clubs. I was a bartender for 10 years, and I see drunk men. And, you know, just men will tell anybody that they're beautiful just to get laid or just to have somebody love them. So I never believe anybody when they actually say that unless it's a woman that's not jealous. Then I believe them. So I guess that's a long, long way. You can tell I'm a New Yorker from Long Island. I don't shut the F up. And another reason I do that, too, is because of the ADD and the strokes. If I don't speak fast, whatever's in my head, I don't get it all out, and then it's gone forever. I go into a room 5 times, I don't know why I'm in there. And then I finally get settled, sit down under the pillow and the blanket, and God. I don't know how the lady downstairs puts up with me. I walk very, very softly. So that's that. I'm going to pray, I'm going to chant, I got the Deftones on, I'm going to do some Tina Turner. Maybe I would like to dance, because believe it or not, in as much pain as I'm in right now, when I dance, it doesn't hurt. It's only when I'm done that I want to die. So, be love, be light, peace. And if there's an orb on my face, in there. There's a sapphire blue orb that just went by. Okay, I'm not filming orbs, but they're going. I have screenshots of orbs on my eyes and coming out the top of my head. I bought this new little Madonna outfit because I lost 50 pounds, and they're all across. These orbs get very personal. I don't know. I think you always say, I'm love and light, go to the light, and here they are. But not my light, God's light. I'm not, I'm not there. Anyway, peace, love. I hope everybody's safe if you're stuck in this bullshit. If you got friends, it's beautiful, but it's bullshit if you got to drive in it and stuff. That's scary. I don't miss that. I don't miss driving. I'm driving since I'm 15 years old. I don't drive now, and I don't care. So, be safe, be loved, be light. You got a friend that's disabled or elderly or stuck or doesn't have a car, their pets need food. I'm telling you what, you can change someone's entire life by one act of kindness. I found out 2 Christmases ago, a girl from high school reached out, sent me $50 and told me that I saved her life in high school. To me, she was a goddess. She was gorgeous. Her dimples. God, she was a goddess. I would just look at her and go, oh, you're just so stunning. I couldn't help staring at her. She was round, but she had big-ass dimples. And she said high school was hell and they treated her like shit. She was beautiful. And she said if it wasn't for me, for those 4 years of high school, she'd be dead. And I just found that out, 2 years ago? And high school was 1980 to 1984. It's 2018. You never know whose life you might even save. Be love, be light. And if you're not feeling well, reach out and let somebody help you. Because people really, I do believe, want to help and are mostly good. And on that note, Tylenol, meditation, prayer, visualization, orbs later. Peace.